Children, we all like to go out and have fun, isn't it? Today, we will start our joyful journey along with understanding of nature. We are going to visit Himalayas, the highest mountains in the world. Now, the Himalaya range spreads from here till here, and after that, it turns back. Almost it runs 2,400 kilometers, and width of the Himalayas ranges between 200 to 400. That means uski chaudai. Some places it is 200, some places it is 400 kilometers. And the total area the Himalaya covers is 5,95,000 kilometers. The more dark this area. Now we can divide the Himalaya into three parallel ranges known as Greater Himalaya, Lesser Himalaya, and Outer Himalaya. Now you can see the darkest color. Now these darkest colors, Himalayas, are known as Himandris. They are more than 600 meters above the sea level, and their width is about 25 kilometers or more. All tallest peaks of the world lies here. And in this, throughout the year, they are covered with snow. The lesser darker brown color, okay, this one, you can see they are more than 4,500 meters above the sea level, and their width is 60 to 80 kilometers. And many hill stations are lying here like Mussoorie and then Shimla, etc. Then you can see that light brown colors. Okay, they are known as Lesser Himalayas, and their height is between 3,826 meters, and they are generally known as hills like Jaintia, Khasi, Garo, Manipal Hills, Mizo Hill. Okay, so their height is not more. But in India, we find Himalayas not in every place, isn't it? Because the Himalayas are from Indus River. You can see the Indus River here, spreading here. It comes to Uttarakhand. Then Nepal is another country, Tibet is another country, and Bhutan is another country where the Himalaya lies. So after Uttarakhand, it comes, we can see in Sikkim, then we can see in Arunachal Pradesh. Here the river Brahmaputra comes. So we can say Himalaya lies between river Indus to river Brahmaputra. After Brahmaputra, these hills, they turns towards the south, okay, which has very less height. Now in this you can see in the eastern part of India, Garo Hill, Khasi Hill, Jaintia, okay, Naga Hills, Mizo Hills, and this is Arunachal Pradesh, Defla Hills, Muslim Hills, okay. So these are the here Naga Hills. So these are the Lesser Himalayas. Now here we can again see the most peaks of India which are highest, isn't it? Now we can see Mount Everest this year, okay, Mount Everest. Then we can see Kanchenjunga here, we can see Nanga Devi here, okay, Kamet here, and then you can see Mount K2 and then Nanda Devi, and we can also see Nanda Devi. Then we can also see Kailash Parvat. Okay, just remember Kailash Parvat, Mount K2, Nanda Devi, Mount Everest, Okay, Kanchenjunga. These are some of the highest peak. Okay. Now these are the mountain pass. Now I've taken two mountain pass just for your understanding. Now the Dongha Pass, it is on the height in the mountain. It is in a high place, and it is connecting Tibet and Sikkim. Sikkim is in India. This is a path, रास्ता है. दिख रहा है ना, ये रास्ता है, ये जा रहा है हिमालय में ऊपर, बहुत ऊंचाई पे ये रास्ता है. और यहाँ से लोग चाइना, इंडिया से तिब्बत जा सकते हैं. So people can move from here in this way. Okay. And same way, it is here. This is Karakoram Pass. Okay, it is on the height of 5,540 meter. And this is between India and China. And this is very ancient, बहुत पुराना है, when there was no aeroplane, no bus, no truck. Okay, people used to come in walk and caravans. So these people used to come through this way. They used to walk and come from this way, from China to India. Many kings have sent so many beautiful gifts to our kings. That time the relation between the India and China used to be very nice. Okay. And even you will go to the higher class, you will read about Faihan and Hyun Sang. They all came to read about Buddhism and about India, and they all came through this route only. And it's not an easy route, you know. It's very difficult. You don't get food, and the things will be so cold. There will be snowfall. We will just know about them. Now, Doklam. Now, all of you might have heard in the news, or you might have read it. Okay, I hope you all have habit of reading it. If not, then you must develop a reading habit about news. You must know about what is happening in your country, or to your neighbors, or in the world. Now, this is between Bhutan, Nepal, India, and China. Here you can see. I know. And now what they say, the China say this all part. You can see the red color, this. The China say this all part is ours. But our army is standing here. The government of India says no. This all parts belongs to India. You cannot claim it. Your part is only till here. But Chinese, they want to enter here. Okay. Now you can see in the past how they are. This is the Indian army. This is the Chinese army. They have both of them have their flags. But often these Chinese army, they come in fight. Some, they want to push them back to enter in this area. Now in this pass, though it is an army area, you cannot go till the point, but down you can see the pass. There are many tourists, there are some villages, people are staying here because it is a pass, and from thousands of years, India and China is having trade. The Chinese silk, they used to bring Chinese silk and crockeries, and they used to take masalas from India. So from thousands of years, they have business with India. So there are some villages people who are doing business with them. So this is the way here some people they have come to visit. Okay. Now, again, I'm just showing you for your knowledge. We see Jammu Kashmir here, but this part is claimed by China. They say this all belongs to us. And also in Arunachal Pradesh, some part they say that belongs to them. They claim the whole Arunachal Pradesh belongs to them. Okay, so Chinese, they want to enter India. They want to occupy more and more place in India. Okay, let's come back to our nature, and we should enjoy our nature, but we should not destroy our nature. Now we will see the sunrise in the Himalayan mountain when the sun rises, and these are the hills or the peaks which you can see with full of ice, how with the sun rays as the sun comes out, how they look beautiful. See, this is the colors you can see, beautiful colors. And this is the sunset. When the sun is going back, it looks as if the sun went inside the earth. At that time, in different time, okay, the different types of colors you can see in the mountains which are covered with the sea, with the snow. Now the Mount Everest is a peak which is the highest peak in the world, and it is between Tibet and Nepal. You can see here, okay, and its height is on approximately 8,850 meters. And this is considered, as I told you, the tallest point on the earth. And you see the peak, how sharp it is. And people want to climb and wants to reach here. And another one is Mount K2. We had seen back. Where is the Mount K2? And it is located between China and Pakistan. And its height is 8,611 meters above sea level. Every time when we take the height of any place, we take from the sea level, because the sea level, the sea water is always equal. कहीं ज्यादा कहीं कम नहीं होता है. Level is always, water level is always. एक glass लेते हैं ना, glass में पानी भरते हैं, then what happen? The level is same. Okay, or you take in any vessel, the level of the water will be same. It will not go up and down. Now this is Kanchenjunga, the third highest mountain peak in the world, and it is situated between Sikkim and Nepal. So between Sikkim and Nepal, it is between India and Nepal, and its height is 8,585 meters. This is Nanda Devi. Now, Nanda Devi totally belongs to India. It is not sharing its area with any other country. It is in Uttarakhand. And it is, some people say that it is the second highest mountain, but many people consider it as the first highest mountain because totally it belongs to India. And that's why there is a postal stamp that was released by the government of India. Now this is the Kailash Parvat. As we saw the sunrise, how it looks, so that when the sun rises, the first rays which falls on this mountain, it looks like a shivling. And many people feel that Shiva stays here, okay? Like Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Bon. Bon is a religion of Tibet. So they all make it as a religious place. Okay, so many people go to visit Kailash Parvat. And the mountain, this mountain is located near Lake Mansarovar and Lake Rakshtal, very close to it. And there many rivers flow from there, like many great rivers in India, like Indus, Satluj, Brahmaputra, Ghagra, that is a tribute to a Ganges river. मतलब it comes and meet Ganga. ठीक है? So these are the river which generally which are coming from here. Different types of peaks. You can see the different types of peaks, how they are. Now we can see glacier. What is a glacier? It is a river of ice, but moves very slow. You will not know at all that it is moving. And from many years, when the ice is falling on the mountain, it becomes very hard, very thick. And when it becomes very heavy, it breaks and starts moving. Okay, but it is very dangerous for trekking people. Sometimes they won't know it is soft and they are just put their leg. Oh, they go down from so many meters down, or they slip from meters and they lose their life. And there are two types. One we can see in the Greenland and Antarctic, like a continental. They fall straight to the sea. देखो ये ना टूट के सीधे sea में गिरे, in the sea. But and in the here you can see they are falling in the sea. But this is the mountain. They are coming from the mountain. Now the even that glacier which is coming from the continental and falling in the sea, they are also very dangerous. With the sunlight, they start melting very slow, and they move in the sea also very slow. The upper part is melted, but down it is where it is still remains as a, you think like a small hill, you can call it. And sometimes the ships, they cannot see it and they dash. I think you have seen a movie. Find out which is the movie and just see it. Okay? That is your project. Then you will understand how dangerous they are. And those which are coming from the mountains, they also start melting into water. And in long term, they take the form of a river and they start flowing like a river, and they are the source of fresh water to millions of people. That's why in North India, we don't have shortage of fresh water because we keep on getting from Himalaya. Okay. So sometimes the floods will come because of this melting of too much of water, and during summer and even the rainfall. So this will take the form of a river. Now snowstorm. Now already you have read in the your water cycle, as the hot air goes and it up and it touches the your water vapor which has gone and they have become frozen there. But when it is a very high, see here, the hot air cannot reach to melt them into rain. So what happens? The whole badal, the cloud will fall on them. देखो पूरा का पूरा, this is snowfall, because they have been frozen. The water vapor has frozen and taken the form of a ice. कभी कभी क्या है, ऐसे छोटे छोटे टुकड़े में गिरते हैं. दिस इज स्नोफॉल, है ना, जैसे शिमला में, मसूरी में ऐसे जो गिरते हैं, कहीं श्रीनगर में. ये उतने हाइट पे नहीं है, थोड़ा कम है, सो दे फॉल इनटू स्मॉल स्मॉल pieces. Now cloud burst. Now cloud burst is when the clouds becomes very heavy. जैसे जब हम हवा ज्यादा भर देते हैं बैलून में तो क्या होता है, बैलून फट जाता है ना. Like that, when the water comes too much, it becomes heavy and the inside the water is there frozen. It just bursts into. और इतनी तेजी से पानी गिरता है. They are also very dangerous. Sometimes they just hit the mountain and they burst. And the water comes in very fast. And sometime in the middle, if there are some villages, they also just go away with this water. But people like to take challenge in life. With all these odd situations, people like to climb on the peaks. See, here also there is a queue. Everybody is waiting to reach to the top place. So trekking, it is known as trekking. It is outdoor activity, understanding of nature, enjoying of nature with thrill and adventure. And you should also have courage. Now, Edmund Hillary from New Zealand and Tenzing Norway Sherpa of Nepal. On 29th May 1953, they were able to reach Mount Everest. Before them also many people tried to reach Mount Everest but was unable due to so many things. You saw the cloudburst, snowfall, some were scared and came back, and some were scared because of storms, heavy storms. Some of them lost their life. But these two, they encouraged each other. Whenever the Henry was not discouraged, the Sherpa Tenzing encouraged him that I am with you. We will go together, we will reach, we can do it. And both of them became very good friends, encouraging each other. And at last, they reached the Mount Everest, first in the world to reach here. And it was a very happy situation when you reach, when you want to do something and you're not able to do, but you reach to that place. So you can understand how happy they were. And yes, and then they put their flags of their countries. Okay, they stood there for some minutes and then they came back down to the camp. Now, Bechendri Pal, the first Indian woman, actually she was the fifth in the world, but first Indian woman to reach Mount Everest in 1984, and she was awarded the third highest civilian award, Padma Bhushan, by Government of India. देखो माउंट एवरेस्ट पर चढ़ने वाली भारत की पहली, and she put her flag here. She stayed for 43 minutes here. No, she after so much of this effort she had come, she wanted to enjoy the nature. दुनिया के सबसे ऊंची जगह पे, you can understand the happiness. Now this is the activity for you. The color Himalaya mountain and mark Mount Everest, Mount K2 and Nanda Devi. Okay, these things you have to mark just for your knowledge, and also you can color Himalaya from this, okay, from here to here. Thank you, children, and see once again so that you will understand, you will enjoy this I showed you to build courage in you, and also you can think of doing something great in your life. Read about the great people who has achieved something in their life.